The other day, I was walking to my car from the gym. It was about a block away, and because it had just snowed, it was very cold. I could see my breath as I felt the chilled air fill my lungs. It was almost like I could feel the sidewalk freezing beneath my careful footsteps. I noticed, slowly but surely, that someone was walking up from behind me. Their pace sounded quicker than mine, so I courteously moved over a bit so that they had plenty of space to navigate around me. When they did so, I proceeded to observe the long body of a man with dark brown hair that went down to his shoulders. The most striking feature of this gentleman was that he was wearing a very fancy baby blue suit. I became overtaken by curiosity. Why a suit? Why baby blue? Where was he coming from or going that required such classy but playful attire? I wanted to open my mouth and call out to him, but, and here is the truly tragic part of the story, I didn't. My mouth very much remained shut. My curiosity was deflated in an evening of cold that could have been spiced with a moment of connection. We all face moments like that, I think. Moments of genuine curiosity, seconds that gather together and offer us experiences that we could have if we chose to take them. I think in those moments, the thing that prevents us from taking them is that we become afraid of what people might think of us. Society is constantly growing more apart, it seems. We crave connection but feel threatened by anyone taking any interest in us, or we become scared to express interest in others. We should take interest in each other, though. People are like good books. Their chapters build on each other until you get to know the story as a whole. As evidence of why interacting with other people can be such a boon, I'd like to share another experience. I recently went to Walmart to fetch some salt for my driveway so that I could melt the ice that was on it. While I was there, I hunted for the product on my own for a while until I had to ask someone to help me find it. The Walmart employee kindly helped me find the aisle it was on, and I walked down it to begin the process of studying which brand I'd prefer. Well, while I was contemplating, a bespectacled woman with large golden-framed glasses and a thick wool coat laughed and said, "You here for the salt too?" I smiled and answered, "Yes. Same, girl, same," she chuckled. "I think everyone is frequenting this aisle today," and she motioned towards the several empty spaces where snow brushes and ice scrapers usually sat. I wasn't seeing the size that I wanted and mentioned that I was going to see if there were any bigger bags of salt up front, and she cheerfully called out to me as I left, "Good luck with your mission." I couldn't help but grin at her friendliness. She was absolutely genuine. The interaction I had with that woman was not a usual one, but it was a welcome one. It felt edifying for her to take interest in something as simple as my driveway, and I wonder if the man in the baby blue suit would have liked it if I took interest in his life as well. We're all full of quirks, talents, hobbies, peculiarities, escapades, and all manner of goodness. Taking interest in those good things is something we all need. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that there are several people out in the world who want to keep to themselves. Maybe they're even mean about keeping to themselves. To that, I would simply answer, connecting with one person is worth having to overlook a few other unfortunate social experiences. Having a bad experience does not diminish the importance or the profound nature of having a good experience. Does that make sense? Good things are worth reaching for. Another thing I want to clarify is that I'm not saying that you have to be extroverted in order to have these experiences with other people. I myself am hugely introverted. It makes my heart beat a little faster just thinking about being in a large crowd, quite honestly. That being explained, I still find ways to connect with others, and also find ways to share myself with those around me. Connection isn't really a question of being introverted or extroverted. It's a question of discovering how you work with people, and then working to open yourself to the moments of connection that are around you. Maybe it's asking someone where they went on a trip. Maybe it's studying art or music or film and having discussions with a friend about what you've learned. Perhaps it's asking if you could play someone a song on your instrument. Whatever it may be, let's practice taking interest in each other and start letting people know we value them and the uniqueness they bring into the world.